California Cooking. Here's what we have coming up on today's show. I love soft serve on its own, but a family-run business called Magpies is taking their soft serve made from scratch to the next level and serving up soft serve pies. Then, it may not be your Italian grandma's recipe, but I'm trying my hand at making homemade gnocchi. Plus, I'm cooking up loaded fries with a healthier twist. Opening up a dessert shop was always a dream for the owners of Magpies Soft Serve, but it wasn't until this husband and wife team took a trip to Dairy Queen that their dreams started to become a reality. Let's meet Rose and Warren Schwartz. Hi, you guys.
Hello.
How are you?
We are good.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Okay, you guys are married.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
We are.
True story. Okay, and then, so you opened up Magpies, and now there's a couple locations, right?
We have 3 locations.
Three.
We just opened up the Highland Park location.
Okay, so how did this whole thing come about? The fact, first of all, Rose, that you have a chemistry degree, and you said you're now serving soft serve ice cream, but tell us how this came to be.
We wanted to start our own business in the food industry. Our backgrounds of food, we've been in food for a long time. We were playing around with the idea of ice cream, just regular ice cream, but we realized there are so many great ice creams out there. And we were at a Dairy Queen in Palm Desert with our little boys. And we walked in and we had this light bulb moment where Rose and I looked at each other
Yeah,
and
we're
said,
sitting there licking this ice cream, and then we're like, this is it. This is what we need to do. Like, we have, you know, everywhere you go, it's the vanilla, the chocolate, the twist.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get many variations. You know, there weren't any actually. And then we said, hey, how about if we made that into a chef-driven concept where we have a roasted strawberry soft serve or a green tea soft serve or whatever it may be. And that's kind of how it came about.
So I'm sure though, sitting in the Dairy Queen having the idea and then actually making it happen are 2 different things.
Yes, so actually coming up with recipes, it took us maybe 2 years to actually enjoy the product that we were making.
Yeah.
yeah,
We made some pretty not good soft serve.
Well, do you remember a not
you know,
good one that you came up with?
I mean, gosh, you know, we wanted to do a non-dairy one. I started off with like, what did we do? We did soy milk for a while. It tasted like Play-Doh.
Oh yeah.
And I don't like super sweet desserts. So then I was trying to knock down as much sugar as I could, and then it would become an ice block. And then quickly you kind of figure out, oh, sugar, it's the antifreeze in soft serve. It's the creaminess. It's what gives you that mouthfeel of delicious soft
So this
serve.
is where your chemistry background really came into play.
Kind of. You know, you become a mad scientist trying to perfect a formula. Our poor kids at the time were our guinea pigs and testing all of it.
we made so much bad soft serve that we would, Rose would get upset and she would leave the room.
Aw, Rose.
Then I would have to clean the machine, and then I would give all the ice cream to the boys, and they wouldn't eat it. They just go in the backyard and they were allowed to throw it at each other.
Oh my gosh. You guys, this sounds like the most fun house ever.
We found a spot, Rose's sister saw a spot in Silver Lake, a location, and so we jumped on it because we've been looking for almost a year, and it was right at that point Rose and I just said, we have to figure out the rest. And we finished it in about a month. We started getting a product that we really loved. We just went for it.
Now, you have Magpies and you have these gorgeous pies. So is it the kind of shop where you can walk in and just get a cone of soft serve and you have the pies, or is it just in the pie form?
So we do the soft serve.
Yeah.
So you can get it in a cup. And then we utilize the soft serve and we started to fill all these pie shells that we've made.
Yeah.
And layer it with all the toppings that I make.
Right.
So all of our toppings we make. Except for the sprinkles, that was a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
I actually started off
Did
making
you
sprinkles.
really?
I
Oh, boy.
realized that
Yeah.
was not a smart
Let's just
thing.
buy those in bulk. Yeah. What does magpie mean? I've heard the word before.
It's a bird. It's a black and white bird.
Oh.
It's kind of the national bird for South Korea.
Oh,
and
okay.
it's in a lot of stories, like little kids stories. And my dad used to tell us
a story about
the bird and its magical powers.
That's sweet.
The story, the parable with the magpie is that good fortune comes to those who give freely.
Okay, I've got some stuff in front of me here. And you guys, so how many different variations of the soft serve pie do you have? Or does it always
About
change?
5, but we
Okay.
rotate it out. So the ones that are permanent on our menu, it's the original fried pie, which is made with the corn almond and the honeycomb. Yes, it's covered with the cornflake. Yeah, fried.
Gorgeous. Talk me through the layers.
So we have on the top, it's the fried candied cornflakes.
Uh-huh.
And then we have a vegan whip. Then the chocolate covered honeycomb that we make. And then the soft serve is the corn almond soft serve. And at the bottom is our vegan fudge. And it's all in a graham shell. And that whole thing is vegan, which is mind blowing.
Okay, now I know people are gonna think I'm faking it for TV. That you saying this was vegan whipped cream, I was thinking, okay, but this certainly has to be real soft serve with milk.
All
Dairy.
100% vegan, but it's still creamy. I mean, I like to think it's remarkable.
Amazing, and then it is remarkable. This is, I said, anybody would be over the moon to have this as their birthday pie.
Yes, that was the idea. We had a lot. We started realizing how people were using our pies, and you have a birthday and you're okay. I don't want to bring over the same old cake or pie or whatever. I'm going to do what we do something a little bit different, fun, and special, and that's how that was born. And sprinkles seems to make everybody smile.
This, you said, is kind of one of those special pies that you work in this time of year around St. Patty's
for
Day.
St. Patrick's Day, yes.
The mint ice cream, the chocolate whip fudge.
And the chocolate cookie crumbs on
Yep.
top that we make.
I ate half of it, waiting for our Zoom call. It's so good. You guys are the best. Congratulations on everything.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and thanks for making everybody smile. You and your sprinkles. Thank you. Mwah. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Pleasure. Thank you, guys. Oh my gosh, I love Rose and Warren, and I love their pie. That mint chocolate pie, oh my gosh. And you know what? Someone else loved it too. Did you do the mint chocolate?
Uh-huh.
Look at your mouth. Is it so good?
Yeah.
The proof. Coming up, I'm making loaded fries that you could totally eat as a meal, but with a healthier twist. Then it's Girl Scout cookie season, so Levi and I are whipping up a delicious sweet treat. But first, trying my hand at some homemade gnocchi, and I gotta tell you, it's easier than you think. I always enjoy ordering gnocchi at a restaurant, but I never thought I could actually make it myself at home. So I thought, let me give it a shot. Here's what happened. I got brave last week when I had nothing really in the fridge but potatoes and spinach. And I said, I'm gonna try to make gnocchi. And gnocchi to me sounds incredibly intimidating. And you know what? I just kind of, I don't know if it's proper gnocchi, I'll say that. This right here is the base of it, which are potatoes baked. I just put them plain in the oven on the rack, baked them until they were completely tender on the inside. And now I'm peeling off the skin. But I had read online that people were doing this. We'll see how it goes. They said, take your baked potato and do this. Obviously when it's cool. And kind of you get, you know, just like you would grating a block of cheese, you're gonna get these finer bits of potato, which will make it easier to form. See, okay, like a shredded, you know, like a hash brown almost kind of consistency. We got our potatoes done. I'm gonna start a skillet, dry skillet, no oil, and I'm gonna add a bunch of spinach. And you know how spinach wilts, so I'm gonna put the whole thing in here. 10 ounces goes in. Also got a big pot of water boiling for my gnocchi, because this does come together really fast. While our spinach cooks, I'm gonna do 2 egg yolks. I'm gonna wait, because we wanna get our spinach cooked down. Okay, spinach is done. Isn't it amazing that whole thing of spinach, that's all you get? So I'm gonna put it on some paper towel. I wanna squeeze any water out that could be in there. Hot spinach, but you want to squeeze out the water. It's hot though, so you're gonna want to maybe wait if you can. Whew. But that's good. You get the gist. Into our potato and our egg, we're gonna add the drained spinach. The one thing I might do, just before I add it, give it a chop so that it mixes in with everything else. Spinach in. Let's get that incorporated together. Want to get some salt in there. You don't want to overwork it too much either, so let's just get all that incorporated. To that, just some flavors I think go nice with spinach. A little nutmeg, lemon zest. I think it just lightens it up and it works well with the spinach. Here's what I did. I sprinkle in some flour, and this is where we start combining flour to the point where we start to see a consistency where we can shape the gnocchi. Now I'm gonna put it out on the board, and we're gonna start to combine it. Okay, and you just feel it out. So you keep adding flour based on the feel. And what you do is you create, break it up into two. You create a kind of a snake, and it's very delicate. Now that this one has got its shape, I then took a knife and I went like this, okay? Our gnocchi are done. The water's boiling. I'm also gonna get a skillet going. So as soon as they're done, they cook up in, 2 minutes, really fast. I'm gonna have a skillet ready for them. So when they come out of the water, I'm gonna add some unsalted butter, a fat tablespoon there. I'm gonna throw in a clove of garlic, some olive oil, a couple drizzles. So this is gonna be our sauce for the gnocchi. Into our boiling water, wanna hit it with salt. They say it should taste like the sea. Here we go. And as soon as they float, they're ready. We've got a few of them. Here we go. We got one. Into the butter. Look at that. On to our plate. Good Parmesan. Real stuff. I'm gonna grate it over the top. And there's your homemade gnocchi. I started without you. It's yummy. It really, I think the last time I did it, these turned out different than the last time. It's one of those things where I almost feel like you gotta do it several times to really get the hang of it, but it's super easy and not nearly as intimidating as I thought it was. And really good. Like I said, you guys, it's a little bit of trial and error with the gnocchi, but how easy was that? And I actually tried it again over the weekend and it turned out even better, so definitely give it a try. Coming up, I'm making loaded fries for dinner with a lighter twist, and then Levi and I, so happy that it's Girl Scout cookie season, we're whipping up a delicious sweet treat. That's coming up next. Try as often as I can to put a healthier twist on our dinners. So here's my lighter take on loaded fries. So this recipe, I was inspired by Joy Bauer. She is the best. You've seen her on TV. She's a nutritionist. And she had I think the most clever idea for a way to kind of cheat yourself to think you're having a cheeseburger and fries. So she did it with carrots. She sliced carrots into the shape of fries. She put them in the oven, and then she put ground beef on top with cheese and pickles and a sauce. So I kind of did a riff on that the other night for dinner, and Ari was like, you should do this for the show. This was really good. So I did, instead of carrots, I just stuck some potatoes in the oven. I had a sweet potato, I had 2 regular potatoes, so I cut them up into wedges, popped them in the oven for maybe about 25 minutes at 400 degrees, some olive oil, salt, pepper, some oregano, and now they're done and they're crispy and delicious. So here's how we're gonna top that. I have a chicken breast, and the last time I did this, I did use ground meat, but I just felt like switching it up and doing a little chicken breast. So what I'm gonna do, because this is a big boy, I'm gonna butterfly it or really cut it in half. To our chicken breast, I'm gonna do some salt. I'm gonna do garlic powder, a little oregano. I've got my skillet heating up back here, medium-high heat. I'm gonna do some olive oil. Chicken breasts going in, and then I season the other side when it's in the pan. Some garlic powder, some oregano, little salt. And we'll just let those go. On to a sauce to kind of drizzle on top. I'm gonna try some honey mustard, and the one thing that I always try to do is make homemade dressings. I don't buy any dressings anymore. I make them all. I've got some mayo in the bowl, sour cream or Greek yogurt, Dijon mustard, yellow mustard, and some honey. And that's it. You've just made honey mustard. How we looking? Nice. You want them nice and brown. Okay, back on. While the chicken's cooking, going to chop up some of the other ingredients. So some spinach, because spinach is good for you. Some chopped spinach. Spinach going down. And then I sliced up just some little bell peppers that I had. Some cherry tomatoes. I was almost thinking about a riff on a Greek salad, so I have some black olives, some Kalamata olives. Give those a rough chop. Put that on. And then some feta cheese. So crumble some of that over everything. I'm gonna give that just a squeeze of lemon, just the salad portion. We're done. We're just waiting on the chicken. Okay, our chicken's done, out of the pan. I let it sit for a few minutes because if you cut it when it's too hot, it's just gonna, all the juice is gonna come out. So I think the best thing to do is just cut it into bite-sized chunks. I think I even want to get a little fresh lemon on there too. Chicken going on, and then on top, got our honey mustard, and I just do the drizzle. Dinner served. The whole family approved that sheet pan was clean by the end of dinner time. For the recipe, you can follow us on Instagram. Now, on to Girl Scout cookies. I have to say, I just eat them right out of the box, but Levi and I thought, what can we do interesting with Girl Scout cookies? Here's what we did. This is gonna be a good one. Do you know what Girl Scout cookies are?
What?
You remember we'd see the Girl Scouts outside of the supermarket and they'd sell their cookies, but because of the pandemic, they're having a hard time selling them. So they're selling them online, and Troop 1761 sent us a box of Girl Scout cookies. Look, all of the best flavors. Those are Thin Mints. Here, go through, see what we got. Trefoils.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, okay. Do-si-dos.
I want to make this one.
I had a feeling you'd be into all these. Samoas, the caramel chocolate coconutty ones.
I like coconut. This one.
Can I tell you what my favorite is?
Which one?
Tagalongs. These have peanut butter. Those are my favorite. Oh, and they have a, isn't that sweet? And they have a note.
I'm gonna read it.
Okay.
I'm gonna read it.
Oh, thank you for supporting Girl Scouts.
Girl Scout.
Enjoy Troop 1761. So buy some cookies from your local Girl Scouts. Here's what Mommy was gonna do. I was gonna make a milkshake with some Girl Scout cookies. This is kind of the shortbread. It's great. Exactly.
Yum, 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 yum.
What do you think about making a milkshake with these, which was my original idea? Peanut butter. Try those. Do we have a vote?
Oh. My.
Did you say oh my?
Yeah.
Here's another favorite for many, the Thin Mint, my cookie connoisseur.
Can I get mint?
So what are we thinking for the milkshake? Mint? You want a mint milkshake? Okay, that wasn't the one Mommy was voting for. You win. Let me get some milk. I'm gonna get this going first. In go your thin mint cookies. How many?
This 5. That's a good amount.
That is a good amount.
Wow. Yum.
Pretty good. You might have made the right choice here, Buster. So here's what Mama's gonna do, just to be fun. Chocolate syrup. You ever seen this?
Are you doing?
This is what I'm doing. Oh, we're not done yet. Clear the decks.
Wow. Are you really gonna do that?
Oh, I'm doing it. Are you ready? You wanna try it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yum.
That is good.
I did the right choice.
You did the right choice. That was so the right choice.
So. Let's save some.
For who?
Daddy?
You snooze, you lose, Daddy. There's no way that milkshake was making it until Ari got home. It was so good. You gotta give it a try. Well, that does it for us. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week. You know what else? This is your first time at this.
It's gross.
Okay.